This is what I used to look like. Fast forward 3 years and I think I made some, decent progress in how I look and my attractiveness, I guess, or my S&V guys. And while I may not be too focused on trying to improve my looks or my attractiveness, and this kind of happened over accumulations of things over time, there are certain things I can, nitpick and figure out that I did that actually may have improved my looks. And hopefully I can present that to you and give that value to you in this video. We'll be going over 3 things, and hopefully if you watch till the end of the video and you apply everything that I tell you throughout this entire video, then you might see an increase in your attractiveness and just your looks in general, even to yourself and to other people. I promised you in this video is to tell you some hard truths about looks in general, like genetics and all of these sort of things, but to also just give you some things that you can do, that anyone can do, to see an increase in their looks or their fucking S&V value or whatever. So if you want to go from an ugly piece of shit like I was to, well, some kind of like a close area to where I am now, there's 3 things you have to look after. 3 things will be physique, hygiene, and hair. I think that's the most simple things I can bring it down to. I don't want to overcomplicate things and waste your time, so I just want to be very, very on the point, because we overcomplicate a lot of things, especially the way self-improvement's going. It's just getting really overcomplicated. It's hitting a block of mental masturbation. So this is how we just simple it down and figure out the things that we need to do, and we can get it done ASAP. First one is physique. Everyone's heard of this one, and at this point, if you don't know how to improve your physique and how to get in better shape with the amount of information that exists on the internet, you have been living under a rock, or you are just ignorant. And if you're ignorant, then there's nothing I can do for you. This is up to you if you genuinely want to improve yourself. So when it comes to physique, as we know, weightlifting, resistance activity, it has to be in your habits, in your daily routine. You have to have some sort of resistance training to build muscle. You have to have hypertrophy, you have to tear the muscle fibers, and you have to get bigger muscles and more tone. And whatever it is that you want to do, more tone, get bigger, get in better shape, you need to have resistance training. If you don't have it, then you won't improve your looks to the point that you want to be. It's as simple as that. And the way that we introduce like resistance training, you can start at home. Simple things such as starting with push-ups. You getting good at push-ups? Put on a bag with some weight inside of it. Put some books inside of it. Do some push-ups like that. Do some pull-ups. Pull-ups getting easy. Put some weight in your bag. Do some pull-ups. And as soon as you get good at, doing your stuff at home, you get a bit more comfortable with lifting, go to the gym. Learn exercises online. Improve the weight that you do for the exercises every single week. Every other time you do the same exercise, you have to make sure you're progressively overloading, which means you add weight or add repetitions every time you do the same exercise. And that will grow the muscle over time. It's as simple as that. You don't need to go into much detail, especially if you're just starting. Build a good physique. Stay healthy. Those are the most important things when it comes to, trying to look good or trying to look attractive. You have to have some sort of moving around, some sort of exercise, some sort of resistance training. And weirdly enough, the more that you do it, the more attractive you look. I don't know how it works or what the science is behind it, but just trust me. And genuinely, working out makes you more attractive. Side note, what makes an attractive person? The thing that makes an attractive person is symmetry. You need to have, similar shape or like posture on each side of your face, and it's not like this needs to be tilted too far here, or like this side is bigger than here. It's like there's little things that can mess up symmetry, but as long as you have a symmetrical face, you will be deemed attractive. You ever walk past a baby and the baby just always looking at you and smiling? Like, obviously they have no idea what the fuck's going on, but it's like the baby's looking at you compared to anyone else there are, not even their parents, they're looking at you. It's because you may have a symmetrical face. Babies, I've searched this up before and I've actually came across, it was so interesting when I read it. It's that babies will look at the symmetrical face, the face that they find most attractive, because they don't know what to deem as trustworthy. But people will deem things trustworthy without even knowing the person if they have a symmetrical face. That's why it's attractive. Essentially, that's what going to the gym does. It makes you more symmetrical, so that you don't have these muscle imbalances, and it makes you have better posture. So you seem taller, and you seem more symmetrical. You don't seem like you're lopsided or whatever. That's literally what going to the gym does. And it also just makes you bigger, so that's a nice add-on. The second thing will be hygiene. And I know this is a thing that people should know. And I don't think it's talked about enough. Nowhere near enough as it comes to I'm going to meditate, man. I'm going to go to the gym. But no one talks about the hygiene part of these things. I'm going to be very, very severe on you when I'm talking about this. Because when I was starting going to the gym, bro, I stank. And I can smell you through this screen, okay? You need to get some deodorant, roll on, spray on, whatever it is. And you also need a really nice cologne. Spend a bit of money on this really nice cologne, or whatever people call it, cologne, aftershave, whatever, perfume. Like, I have a few, and I'll use them every single time after the gym, so that I don't smell like a fucking rat after I've finished training. So get a really nice smelling cologne. You can wait for your parents to gift it to you, ask for it on Christmas, on your birthday or something, but make sure that you have this really nice smelling cologne and you have some deodorant. So use the deodorant on your armpits or wherever when you start stinking, and you know you're going to stink because there's sweat in those areas, and then spray the cologne near and around your neck area and stuff, so that when you walk past people you don't smell like a fucking trash bag. Other things such as like thoroughly, cleaning yourself. There's no point of walking into the shower, turning on the hot water and just standing there expecting yourself to get cleaned. Get your hands or get a scrub or whatever and start like rubbing yourself down. No, that sounds crazy, but like start cleaning yourself, Get some shampoo, clean yourself. You want to smell nice. You want to, feel nice, and the way you feel nice is by making sure you're clean. So clean yourself efficiently and thoroughly. Don't just sit in the shower like a fucking gremlin and then expect the hot water to clean you. Like, you have to do something to get clean. And then when it comes to breath as well, you want to make sure that your breath is clean. This feels so childish for me to be explaining this to you, but I'm glad I'm explaining it to people who haven't really been, putting that much attention into it. So every morning when you go brush your teeth, this isn't like a 2-minute thing where you're just brushing. Like, brush it properly. You don't want to go. One thing I've noticed, right, if you go too thorough for too long, you end up just like rubbing the yellow like a toothpaste that you have in your mouth on your teeth again, and it doesn't work. Your teeth get even more yellow. So you need to do it for a specific amount of time, but then enough where you've like thoroughly rubbed it. You don't go like you're trying to just brush it off. Like there's a layer on it, and you're trying to brush it off. And then your tongue, you have to make sure you brush your tongue. Don't forget to brush your tongue all the way back. Like you got deep throat your fucking toothbrush to get it, but you have to like be choking on that shit to really get the nice breath that you want, the minty breath or whatever. And yeah, you could chew gum. That I do it quite often. I don't know how much of an effect it has on like how good your breath smells on a long enough time scale, but yeah, chew some gum, man. Ignore any like jawline strengthening exercises. Oh guys, this will help you straighten your jawline. There was a time during I think like year 9 where I was bullied for being fat, where I would just constantly do this and like this sort of exercise every morning, like 30 reps each side, because I thought that would like straighten my jawline. Maybe it did. Maybe it did have an effect on my jawline. I will never know. But I think me losing weight and working out had a better effect on how my jawline looked than me doing these fucking jawline stretch the fat across my face exercises. So forget about all of that and do the hard things. And as soon as you do like the major things, a part of looking good, then you will see progress way quicker than trying these like really, really small, minuscule exercises. Also, for you guys, don't forget to clean down there. Please don't forget to clean down there. It was a long time where I didn't know how to clean my fucking cock, and it took me a while to figure out what it was, and it was a struggle, but once I found out, I've been doing it consistently every day. So, for you Asians out there who were never taught how to do it, just learn how to clean your cock, because I know it's something my parents didn't teach me, and I find out myself. So this is something for you to find out as well. The last thing is hair. I've gone through lots of stages when it came to hair. Like I was like really short hair once, but I kept the short hair, right? Kept the short hair because my mom wanted me to have short hair. It was never about what I wanted. It was what about my parents wanted. First of all, I didn't have any idea of what the barber was speaking about when he would like, pull up my hair and say, how would you want to cut off? How am I supposed to know, man? Like, aren't you the expert here? I've told you I want my hair to look like this, and you're asking me how much I want to cut off. But the thing is, when I tell you how much I want to cut off, based on like how much I want left, it ends up cutting even more. So it's like when you hold that much, I can't tell. So I just kind of let my parents do the thing, and then I would always end up with really short hair, and I never liked it. And then eventually I started growing it out, but then I didn't really know how to grow it out properly, so it came like really straight and looked terrible. Terrible. Oh my god. I'd forgotten about it until when my friend sent me the picture again, and I was like, oh shit, what was I doing? Because I thought I looked good at the time. But I think I've reached a point with my hair. I like where my hair's at. It's really nice. It's really soft, fluffy. And then when I shampoo it like maybe once or twice a week, just to get it like really fluffy again. and it just, I let the natural oils do its work over the time throughout the week. If you're asking how I do my hair, how did I get from straight to this, I couldn't really tell you, but I'll just tell you the basic things that I do when I come out the shower, when I go in the shower. When I go into the shower, I'll like pull all my hair back, clean it up, rub across it, let the water hit or whatever, and then when I come out, I'll literally get my towel, like shake all that hair around, like curl it around. I won't even curl it around, I'll literally just shake it with a towel, and then move it with my hands into the place that I want it to be, and let it air dry. That's all I've been doing for my hair, and it seems to be working. I think I really like my hair, and yeah, that's all I've... When I really thought about it, those are like the 3 most important things, especially the physique. I don't know what it is about working out and exercising that it comes into looks, that makes you look better, makes you look more attractive. You have like this aura around you. So you want to focus on exercising and working out. And as long as you focus on that and maybe get into the 2 other things I mentioned, then I guarantee that you will see some sort of progress. But that doesn't mean that if you have this person who's doing all these things and you have another person doing all these things, that you'll be the same amount of attractiveness. This is the hard truth. Is that genetics do play a part. How you look, your face structure, your skull structure, your jawline, the midline of your face. That all comes down to genetics, and there's not really much you can do about that. But these 3 things are things that you can practically change. So you can't always become the most attractive person because genetics play a part into it. So you can't always become the most attractive person because genetics always will play a part into it. But you can always improve your attractiveness. You can always look better if you decide to do so. Don't go down the black pill path where it's like, oh, genetics are everything, and it's like you can only attract women if you had these certain genetics, and then that's it. And anyone else who doesn't have these kind of genetics, like, eat shit, bro. Like, it's over for you. Like, it's not that. That's not the case. You can improve your looks. You can improve your attractiveness. You can improve your status. You can improve a lot of things about yourself as long as you're willing to put the work in. And if you do those things and if you improve these 3 things that I mentioned, I guarantee your attractiveness improves. Your looks will improve. You'll have a glow to you. So apply those things, and I guarantee you see progress. For anyone new, my name is Vanch, and just click down and subscribe and post notifications if this video was of value to you. Thank you for listening to me. Click on this video and click on the subscribe here. It's a bit easier. See you in the next shit, or whenever I upload next. Love you.